three questions that every single person asks themselves. Number one, who am I? Number two, why am I here? Number three, where am I going? Whether you know it, you don't know it, you think you ask or you don't ask, but you are asking that question right now. Every activity that you do is a quest to find an answer to that question.
How are you looking for yourself in someone else? They've found themselves within themselves. Maybe you should find yourself within yourself. We all have something to give, and it makes a colorful world. If the red finds itself and then the orange is not there, then we'll miss out on you.
It's just a hunger. It's like every human being has that. And because of trial and error, we come into a system and you're like, let's try that. This kind of looks cool. Oh, it looks cool until level 5. Oh, level 5 you die. Ah, okay. I won't subscribe to that.
Yeah.
You know? If that hunger is not fulfilled, you fulfill it with anything. The answer is not out there.
Oh, come on now.
It is not.
Yeah, where is it?
The answer is in you. If you don't find yourself in God, you will find yourself in anything.
Okay, so why God? You know, why Him and not money and not drinks and not business and not friends and not mommy and daddy and not husband and not why Him?
Truth ain't loud, but it speaks, and when it does, it sets you free.
Welcome to Thrive 365, and we are taking a breather, just chatting, vibing with our host,
Kevin Metili, and our co-host.
Oona Yolande.
So, one of the things that I know about you, by the way, co-host today, Oona Yolande. We're not going to do no fancy intro. That's it. So, one of the things that I have noticed about you is there's there's creative and then you're just creative, because we could sit and have a conversation and it's like I can almost get into this world of yours of imagination.
Yeah.
You know, and I can find expression in that world, because I think sometimes it's very difficult to find expression in the presence of different people.
Yeah.
You know, but there are people who you vibe with, and then there's just a part of you that comes alive.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think this is something I really appreciate about you, by the way.
Yeah. I'm young and free. I'm an artist. I love art. I love how vast art is. I love it all. What I can do and what I cannot do is just amusing to me to just witness it. I'm an engineer by profession.
You don't look like one.
Well, I love the technicality of engineering. It is a tough field, and I like to challenge myself like that. And I do love buildings. I love cities. I love cities. You know, earlier you asked me what do you think is the best thing or the biggest thing or the massive thing God has made, and I was like, man. And you asked why, I was like, because they're full of endless possibilities. And that's true. That's exactly what you were describing about my creativity. That's how I see it. I can accommodate anyone, anything, anyhow, with my imagination. That's why someone else can find expression in my idea or with how I think, because it's not limited. It is not limited, and it is creativity, or what you create is what you want to make out of it.
I like how you. I like how you.
It comes with.
There's this thing with you, like you use your hands, and it's part of expression.
Yeah, but like the key thing is to not put a limit, and that's the only space, because in the real life or in reality, there might be a lot of limitations or boundaries, but with creativity, you can go anywhere. You can go to the depth of the seas and the heights, you know. You choose.
Wow.
So that's how I see creativity, and that's how I can accommodate other people as well. Any idea, you give me anything, I'm like, we can still, yes, it needs like, maybe we can sharpen it and we can make it better, but nothing is impossible, you know.
Wow. I'm tempted to go that direction. I'm going to stop myself for some ding ding. So do you see how in the Tanzanian culture or the African culture, being creative is not like a thing. Like you can't go. Maybe right now it's starting to penetrate, but it's not like a thing. Like you could bring this to your parents, like I am creative, I'm doing this thing, I'm a dancer, or I'm doing, which you are, and you're taking that, and so let's chat about that. How do you express your creativity as a young person at a certain age? You're growing up, you're in school. How do you find that expression? Knowing that in the at home could be a limitation. And so like, how do you find expression around that? How did you find expression? How do you find expression?
It's just this morning. I referring back to Joey's episode. She spoke about that she had to, her dad gave her direction on what to be, because this that she wanted to do, which was more on fashion and fabric and all that, which is art, it's creativity. It was not like a tangible thing. She said he wanted something more productive, and that's there. And I don't even think I'm like the best person to share on how to navigate around that, because I also still did engineering, though I had a heart for, and still have a heart for art. But it got to a place where I realized I have to navigate one or another. I can't lose myself, and I need to honor my parents, and also what they do is out of love. So I hear them, and for me, I was guided. I was not forced. I was guided. That these are the 1, 2, 3s to life, to the career life. These are the 1, 2, 3s. This field works, in the career space. Yeah. So the career space, ajira, right? Jobs. Yeah. This has maybe more a variety of jobs. This has more diverse, diverse type of employments. And for me, that was civil engineering, because what I wanted was to see. It's the same as art. So diverse. It was like, okay, I like the linguistic. Oh, I really love geography, because I said I love creation. You see, I love, because it's realistic. I love geography. It was so easy. It was so natural to me. But then I also loved literature. But at the same time, I love the toughness and the challenge in mathematics. So like, how do you help someone like that? So what my parents could offer to me is guidance, not force. Guidance. Yeah. So they guided me to that, so that at the end of the day, I still made my decision that, okay, according to what you have told me and the wisdom that you carry, I'll go for this for my career or a job, at least, but still will not lose myself. So throughout university, throughout my study, I always had extra curriculum. I still worked on my interest. I sharpened more things that I even had before I took the course. There is so much more to do than just the everyday studying. On your extra time, what do you do? How do you cultivate it? So for me, that was how I navigated. What do you do? Do I just see, look, okay, now I've been brought to civil engineering. What, my art should wait? No. I was exposed to a new culture. Oh, there's so much art in that. Yeah, and it's a new world, from secondary to university. Now there you were young. Now you see people who wear differently, who speak differently. Expose yourself to that, explore that, grow in that. There are groups, the right groups, I believe, activities where you can involve yourself in, but you should grow that part too. Though it's not, you cannot grow it in school, but there is space. There is space in the society to still grow yourself as a creative. Yes, but you made the bold move, Sir, Mr. Creative, Mr. Artist. You just jumped into it.
Before I go on, I just want to hit on something that you said, the context that you brought. Yeah. I feel like there is this box that the system or the society that has been placed, that you are contained in a certain cubicle, a certain box. Yeah. If you don't abide to this path, then you are not really someone. Yeah. Or you can only abide to one thing, and then these other things you can't do multiple things. I disagree with that. I think God has created us very deep.
Yeah, very deep.
Like there's so many things. I mean, you draw, you dance, you do a lot of things.
Yeah.
So with that, I think it's just, as you said, the right guidance. And that's something that I have been learning to subscribe to with different authorities, spiritual authorities, Some people, they're advanced in something.
Yeah.
And you just need to see how far they've gone and learn from them. So with my story, and as I said, creativity is me. And one of the things that you mentioned that I want to tackle and just talk about is the idea that you are limited to one thing. I know there's the specialization idea that you can master so many things at a go, which maybe not. I don't know. We don't talk about that. But the specialization, because you want to focus on something and get it done and just do the best that you can so that you can be a master at that. But I want to talk about the idea that you are limited to one thing, and so that one thing that you choose, that's the only thing that you will do, and you cannot expand from that. I feel like that is not true, because God has created us multi. Right? As you mentioned, like the best invention that God ever created is man, right? So I feel like we are multi-dimension, and to be limited, that when your son or your daughter is growing up, and to limit them and confine them into a specific career on an early age and write it in stone, I think that's a disservice. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it is, as I said, and which is something that I try to maintain, not to kill the other parts. You spoke of specialization. It is good to master something. And at that age, it is best to guide someone to master one thing, because jack of all trades,
that's true.
So that's why I believe even my parents guided me to specialize on something, but I was still allowed to dance. I was still like, they did not kill the other part of me. To speak, they would encourage me, go up, speak, sing. I sang at a very young age. My mom was on TV at a very when I was very young. So on these kid shows, she would boost me up, go and sing, But at the end of the day, she was also, when I grew up, she was like, okay, you should study engineering. But then she did not kill what she already saw.
That's
had potential and could be something, or was something I could do on the side. You still push that in one way or another, but still specialization is necessary. To master things is very key. But it is a disservice to cut off the other parts of a child or of someone, that you are an engineer and nothing else. That one, no.
You're a lawyer, a doctor.
And nothing
Remove
else.
your syringe now.
So we're multi-dimension, as you say, but then that should be cultivated, and specialization is also still key.
It is.
Mastery is key, man.
It is key.
And as you master one thing, there is room to master others. It's seasons. It's life, it's seasons. There is room to still master other things.
That's really cool.
Through really different means, apart from the education system, So kids do study maths, English, Swahili, and they do sports. I have a very smart niece who's so good in sports, but she's also very good in school. And we invest, my sister invests her all in her time and her money into both.
I think what you're saying is there is still room to find expression for your creativity.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be A, B, like this or this.
Yeah.
But in the A, there are pockets where you can add B.
Yeah.
Right? At school, there's extras.
Yeah.
Right? At home, you have free time. Instead of like binging on something, you could find a way to express something and just groom that. And with time, you will eventually find that thing. Right? I think it's a process. For me, I think it has always been a process. My journey with school and life has always been a process. And I think that takes us like very neatly into Thrive 365 podcast and the purpose of it and the why behind Thrive 365 podcast. And I feel like the need to just share this and just talk about this. Even before we had a conversation, about the next episodes and interviews that are gonna come, I was still just finding myself around this thing, right? I had a desire, right? I love conversations, I love talking to people, da, 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 da. But then I was like, so how do we structure this? And then you were sharing with me how to structure it. You're giving me ideas. Why don't we just structure it in such a way that it does not take so much, but it goes straight to the money line? And I was sharing with you, I love that. There's an authenticity that I'm looking for, right?
Yeah.
And I got the point, right? So as we were going on, this is really cool. Stories are powerful.
Yeah.
You know, I have a cousin who recently turned 50.
Right.
And to me, that is a well of curiosity. Like, you've turned 50. I've got a million questions for you.
I know.
Right.
Half a century.
Yeah. So, nikafika pale, kakaa naye, kamwangalia, kamuuliza, hey, happy birthday. Yeah. I didn't ask, of course, you happy birthday them first. Happy birthday. Yeah, you know, just had a chat. I go, yeah, you've turned half a century, bro. That's a lot, you know. And then nakumbuka alisema, I still feel like an 8-year-old in a 50-year-old body.
Whoa.
In other words, what he's saying, there are things that he feels that he can do, but when he attempts to do, he cannot.
Okay. Because I'm stuck in this body. I'm 50.
Right. So, and it was not from a regret perspective. It was from I thought I could do a lot, but now, you know, time is going. There's things I thought I could do acrobats right now, but I can't do acrobats.
Yeah.
Right. So, and then we started talking, and he was sharing with me his past times, past years when he was young. Right. I would still say when he was younger. Right. When he was young.
Yeah.
He would attempt to do things that young people find cool or fun. And whether that is going to the bar, going to the club, going to different places and trying different activities to try to, you know, find that sense of pleasure and fulfillment. But for him, he was like, I don't see the thing in this. I don't see the juice in this. I don't see the vibe in this. And because of that, he did not really subscribe to it, you know, in a way. And with that, he was sharing with me that times he would sit with people and counsel them about different things. I was sitting there listening to him, and I understood his perspective. You know, I mean, yes, you know, you've gone through life, right? You've understood different things. Then I was thinking about the young person who is in that state, right? Whether they are in the club or in whatever place. They're all seeking something. You know, they're all looking for something. They're all desiring something. And at that present time, there is an answer. Might not be the answer, but there's an answer that fulfills something about them that keeps them there. And for me to judge that will be not a good move, because now I need to go to their shoes and understand what you find as fulfilling is this. But is this the thing? So I was now even more curious now to ask questions in different angles, right? But as we're going on, he said something. There's something I told him. I'm like, I think, this is what I told him. I think they have found an answer, but that answer could not be the answer. That's why they still keep coming.
Okay.
Right? They have found an answer. And that answer could be fun. Like for them, the fun that is in there when you're vibing, it camouflages into, like, how should I put this? It's like, oh, this is meaning. This is something that I can hold tangible. This is something that I can live with and find satisfaction with. But that satisfaction is always short-lived. So I was like, yeah, you know, started listening to him. And then he said 3 questions that every single person asks themselves. And he told me, number 1, who am I? Number 2, why am I here? Number 3, where am I going? Whether you know it, you don't know it, you feel it, you don't feel it, you think you ask or you don't ask, but you are asking that question right now. Every activity that you do, everything that you engage in is a quest to find an answer to that question. Those questions. Whether that is you're gonna go, you know, I don't know why bar example still comes, but yeah, going a bar, where you're going in school, where you're starting a business,
Yes,
you're
yes,
always asking
yes.
that question.
Yeah.
And the answer that you hope is the success of that thing. So let's say when I make money, 100,000 US dollars, or let's just do 100 million TZS, or
Okay.
I don't know, when you get the girl or the guy, you're looking for an answer. And most likely, usually, in my case, in my quest, that was my case. I was like searching for an answer. But for me, it wasn't looking for it in different places. To me, it's like I want to find meaning in my life. I was like this curious guy, like looking for books.
Okay.
You know? So
You were looking into books.
looking into books, yeah, just looking into books, like books, reading books, following motivational speakers. I remember I would like watch a lot of those. You can do it.
To someone else. You were looking for the answer in someone else.
Ouch. Yes.
Yeah. Because that's a product of someone else.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, I think I was looking for somebody to tell me who I am.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
Like, just give me the answer.
Yeah.
Like you have all this content. Just give me the answer, bro.
Yeah.
You know. But
Wow.
interestingly, that's a powerful one. Yeah.
Now what? That is, man.
I think we should stay there for a while.
It's something
Wow.
powerful.
Oof. Let's.
Let me take you back a bit.
Okay,
I think this episode is really stuck with me. Joey,
Okay.
when my dad passed, it's like
Okay,
he
okay.
died with my life. He died with the direction. And now he died with my who.
So you're telling
With
me.
my why and my where. Now he started to look for it all over again.
I'll pause. Let that sink in.
That's
So it's like if we believe that someone, or we were told, or we've subscribed to that in a way that someone has the answer, the purpose answer, the why answer. So we seek for that in a person. To me, that looks like a
different
deceit.
scenarios.
Different scenarios, yeah.
Different scenarios in a bar, in
In school,
in a group, in an influence,
in influence,
in a space.
whatever. Like so we're constantly seeking. It's because I feel like there's a deceit. There's a deceit that is there. That when you get that thing, your all problems are solved. When you like have like 1 million subscribers, right? Your follower count on TikTok just goes up. You know that feeling when you open your TikTok account, Instagram, there's like red icons and like the 100 followers, right? That, I think that all that is trying to affirm a sense of worth, and so tell you that you are worthy. And because of that, you identify with TikTok. You identify with the idea of influence and recognition given to you by a person. It's the same thing that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really deep.
Looking for yourself in a person.
Looking for yourself in a person. Looking for yourself in a thing. Looking for yourself in whatever it is. I think I was looking for myself in motivational speakers. I was looking for myself in interesting, cool books that have fancy titles.
Yeah.
I was looking for myself and my why in people's stories.
Yeah.
Ouch, you know. And as you progress, as you grow as a man, you know, you're looking for yourself in a certain achievement, right? So when you start this business, that's why I dropped out of school, and I was like going for this business. When I succeed, remember my goal was to make $1 million. When I make $1 million, I'll be somebody.
Who told you that? Because somebody must have fed you
look
that.
like the villain the villain in the movie. Yeah, I think. Oh,
Wow.
that must have been some music. I like Jonathan McReynolds' song that is called Cycles, and he says people, you're going in cycles. Something must. The idea that you're going in cycles, you've gotten that garbage that keeps you in cycle from some song, some show, or it's a rhyming thing. Some song, some show, some music or something. So I think it's some show, some song, or some movie you know, because with dazzle the keys in front of your eyes, it looks nice.
Yeah.
When you have this bag, you've got it, you know.
Yeah.
So you don't know that the movie that you watched a year ago is influencing you right this very moment. You think those are just 2 hours, but they were 2 hours of training. You were being trained. You are being trained how to speak, how to think, how to act.
Wow.
You are being trained how to do things.
Yeah.
And by that, we are cloning you
Wow.
into a way that we want you to go, so that you never depart from that path forever. And you stay in chains. Ouch. And you stay in those chains wherever that you, and you think you're not in the chains. Because I think what the scripture says, when the blind is the blind, right?
Yeah.
Or how great the darkness is. Like you think the truth is, you think that which is a lie is the truth. And so because you think that is the truth, it becomes a truth to you, how great that darkness is. Because now, to you, it's like truth.
Yeah.
How you take me away from it.
Yeah.
So that, I think that is the strategy to disrupt the identity of every being.
Yeah. Feed them.
Feed them with the wrong thing.
With the wrong thing, not the right thing, as early as you can. Because, you know, it's especially when you're a child, a lot of training is taken in. So whatever you're exposed to, you're like, okay, because now I'm just from the womb and that was the environment I was in. Now I'm out here, found people, they live here, they know what this is about, so I might as well follow them. I just remembered Kirikou. He used to always follow the mother behind. But yeah.
I think there's a thirst in us to follow. To follow a light, to follow someone, to follow something. We don't know exactly what that is in the beginning. There's a hunger.
Goodness.
There's just a hunger.
Jeez. Wow.
There's just a hunger. It's like every human being has that. Like there's just a hunger, you know? And because of trial and error, we come into a system and you're like, let's try that. Oh, that doesn't do the job. Oh, that leads to destruction. Oh, I won't go that direction. Oh, learn from experience. Let's try that. Oh, that's not good. This kind of looks cool. Oh, it looks cool until level 5. Oh, level 5, you die. Ah, okay. I won't subscribe to that.
Yeah.
You know? So I think there's that hunger,
To follow.
which every young person, everyone has. I won't even say young person. If that hunger is not fulfilled, you fulfill it with anything.
Yeah.
You will be desperate. It might feel like, no, it's life. We're fighting.
Yeah.
But you're crying, bro.
Joel touched on this.
Oh, yeah?
Episode with Joel. He touched on this. Because that hunger, you know, he went into many things trying to know for himself.
Yeah.
So his story quite reveals that hunger or that pursuit of self in something, someone, somewhere, you know. And but then he took us to the foundation. You were here. Maybe take us there of identity.
Yes.
Because now we have to take people's side.
Yeah, identity.
Yeah, he took us to the base that this is your landing spot.
From Joel's episode, the experience that I had in that episode, the theme and the highlight was, as we mentioned, or rather as you mentioned, his identity.
Yeah.
And it was a long podcast because we started on his journey to finding himself, right? And he captured, like there's a gift and a talent, which is music, that he identified, and he started taking this pursuit and everything, right? And then eventually, of course, his parent, which was his dad, I remember, that would play music, right? But then, is it?
The dad's friend.
That's friend.
Zedekia.
Yeah, okay. So with that, the entire theme was more of a person who was searching and curious to uncover who they are, why they are, and where they are going.
Yeah.
That was the main theme.
That was it.
And then I think that marries really well with the journey and the purpose of this podcast, because unless if you have something to say right now. It feels
No.
like you're not saying, okay.
Not yet.
You know, the purpose of the podcast.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger and I was in high school, I was there, but I felt suffocated. I felt like I am pursuing the answers to these questions, but the system or the school system or the class setting or the atmosphere was not nurturing that, or rather giving me that answer. Because I had tried to find meaning and answers in the lectures, right? The academics, right? It's as if the academics answers a question, but not the question.
Come on.
Right?
Come on, yes.
Answers our question, but not the question. The question of who you are and why you are and where you're going. And in that quest, I remember I met this cool crew of people, right, that I fell in love with. And they were doing music, which they still do now differently in different capacities, right? And I was drawn into that environment.
Okay.
And it was they would do music in church.
Okay.
Right. So I was like, hey, by that time I could sing. I couldn't, and I didn't even know if I could. Right. So with that progression, I kept on doing my A levels, but that hunger that was always triggering. Right. It was like the question marks. So that pursuit for me is what took me to a place where I was like, I'm not seeing answers in this. I'm gonna go search elsewhere.
Yeah.
And that is the same quest that got me to the podcast. Because it is like every single person is searching for an answer. I have been searching for this answer for so many years. And I feel as though the answer is not out there.
Oh, come on now.
It is not.
Yeah, where is it?
The answer is in you.
Within.
Like I know it might sound like a cliche, because if you listen to it in the videos, you check into yourself, it's within you. But then it really is.
How are you looking for yourself in someone else? They've found themselves within themselves. Maybe you should find yourself within yourself. And then we all have something to give. And it's a colorful world. Like, you get, if the red finds itself and then the orange is not there, then we'll miss out on you.
Okay.
You know? Then there's a key to finding yourself, but it's really within yourself. But then how within yourself, maybe?
How? I can only draw from the well of my experience.
Yeah.
You see, there is that idea of within yourself as, just know your weaknesses and your strengths. And there's that, which from my experience, that doesn't doesn't dig deep to the real why.
Okay.
You will learn about yourself,
Okay.
which is different from learning who you are. Like, knowing who you are is different from knowing, like, about you. I can know about Oona.
Yeah.
Oona, she wakes up at 3 a.m. if that is the case. I don't think that's the case. Right? There's about 3 a.m. about her, right? She likes this, she likes that. She goes, I know about her. Knowing her, that takes me to a very cool scripture.
Okay, take us there.
Jeremiah. Jeremiah, like, when God, like, I think it's Jeremiah 1:4, I think. I knew you. Like, I knew you. I knew you like, when is it before what is it?
You're formed in your mother's
womb. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, right? And I ordained you.
Come on now.
I ordained you. Kwa sababu gani?
Yeah.
Yani, if you don't find yourself in God, you will find yourself in anything.
Okay.
Yani, like, because as much as you'll seek yourself in any other thing, you will not find yourself in those things.
Yeah.
You will try to,
Yeah.
but you will never be able to identify.
Yeah.
It will be a pursuit to identify, but it will wear you, it will drain you, it will make you feel horrible.
Yeah.
Until you come to a place where you understand that He who made you and created you, you can only identify yourself with Him. And that's the root of the podcast. Like, what you are seeking is not found
Outside.
outside of you.
Yeah.
the God who created you, who lives within you, is the one that breathes purpose to you.
Yeah.
And it's not like a 1, 2, 3 step.
Yeah.
And that is why I love the journey of discovery, because every single you can't finish the vastness of who God created yourself to be. Like created you to be. It's layer upon layer. It's like treasure chest. Like wow, there's this.
Yeah.
Wow, there's this. And that's what Thrive 365 podcast. And I think the moment you find your who and your why and your where you're going in Him, that's when you can start to thrive.
Yeah.
Because thriving is a result.
Yeah.
It's not the goal. It's not like the thing. Like you get to thrive when you find something. The society has told us that we find the something to thrive, but no, we get to find our identity to thrive. We don't go to look for an identity out there somewhere which will equal thriving.
Yeah.
And that's how.
I'll go back to that to Shama's episode, but before that, let me add on. So in summary, you find yourself not in a person,
Not
not in a person, but there is one who knows you.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there is one who knows
you. Yeah. So it also trying to find it elsewhere is for a reason. It is because it wasn't from us in the beginning.
Oof.
Yeah. So, because now, in a general perspective, I wanted to ask you, okay, so why God? Why Him and not money and not drinks and not business and not friends and not mommy and daddy and not husband and not why Him?
Wow.
Why? He is the source, the beginning, and He is the creator. As easy as that. People who create things, we creatives can say that you breathe life into the thing. So if I made the thing to be orange, as I said, endless possibilities. It will be adapted as orange because I gave it that identity as orange. If someone else comes to say it's green, it's just to say.
It's just to say. It's not the truth about the color. It is orange.
Yeah. But they can, if they create something that is green, and that's how it will be adapted.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what will be adapted. It is green because the creator breathes life into the creation. Powerful.
I am not going to add anything.
Yeah, but going back into finding yourself and thriving, Shama spoke of how people can see value in how well or how good you do in something, or they see value in something that you have. But if you don't, then that would just end up being a say. And people will be like, you're good at this, you're good at that. But if you don't see it, you don't become it, or it will not thrive, or it will not sprout, or it will not come to life if you just don't see it. Even if everybody else sees it, you.
Yo. So true. Yeah, there's so many layers to this. I'm just going to try not to open all layers.
Okay.
But, because, you can have something and not know that you have it. Yeah. And not that you don't have it because you're blinded from seeing that you have it. There's a way that we have been trained not to see how the big can be removed from the small, how you can bring out big from small. So we don't see in form of seed, we see in form of forests. What do I mean? Like you look at, you want the biggest thing, so you want to see it as the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But then the biggest thing came from the smallest thing.
Yeah.
It grew, right?
Yeah.
And that's a struggle that I have gone through. And probably I'm going through in different areas I don't know about, right?
Okay.
Where you're trying to get to the destination, but you're running through the seed that you have. Like you're trying to get there, but you're leaving the thing behind. Like this is the thing that's going to get you there.
Yeah.
So you can paint.
Yeah.
Right? What can you do? I think those are questions. Like, what in the world can you do? And I think that's what Shama was able to tap into, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can I can do this thing. There's this thing that I love-ish. Let me just. So she was like following the inner GPS, I could say. If I would give that, I would give that a tag. Like there's an inner GPS to that was there. Like try this, and she was I would say sensitive to see the result. This fulfills me. This satisfies me.
Yeah.
Why?
Before the result.
Before the result. Oh, that's really good.
Yo.
I do it. I get satisfied. In fact, seeing other people gain from it, receive from it, their lives being made better from it, that satisfies me. I would say, I'll go as far to say, there is something with something that you do it for the process, and you do it because it will impact somebody else, regardless of other people's results. Now, I'm not saying other results are not important. I'm saying in the line of discovering and just finding that thing. And I think that's what Shama did. Turned that into a business from student. Now she's recently I was talking to her partner, business partner Josephine. Yeah. And she was telling me right now they're training people on how those cakes are good. Man. I've eaten those. You've tasted those.
I love them.
You know.
An experience. I remember the way you
an experience. I described that experience so far.
Experienced something.
I don't know. What do you think about future?
She just brought us into her world.
She did.
She created something.
Okay, there you go.
She created, me with creativity, trying to put it everywhere, but it's actually everywhere.
She did.
Even in specialization. Even when you specialize in something, there is creativity. You still can find expression in it. It doesn't just remain bound. Say with engineering, yes, there is formulas, there is applications that are standard, but there is a part of you where you decide your building can be 2 stories high, or just or just a flat house, or with a flat roof, or with a angled roof. That is creative. That is you saying this is what it will be. And then when they execute and put it into work, it becomes that you breathe life into that idea. The seed now is there. So there is creativity even in specialization. Architects, be it doctors. Now I don't know how the space is, how I can explain it fully, but it's all in there. You can find expression in all that. In all that.
It feels like this is really cool. It feels like there is this form of limitation of creativity that, how do I put this? Like, I think it's just to speak to creators. I think they're to speak to creators that.
Like you're trying to speak to mankind.
Yeah, there you go. Right? So it's just speak to creators. Like, maybe somebody thinks of creators, you need to have an Instagram page.
Yeah, or maybe.
Or you need to have a TikTok.
You need to know how to work with colors.
Work with colors. I think as long as you're breathing, you can create. You are a creator. Like, because I would say God is a creator. He said himself, he is a creator. In the beginning, God, and then the first thing is that God, was it God's? Wait, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. God created. God, first introduction to the big man himself, creator. And
then first introduction to the man he made, let us
make, create.
Our image. He'd say, that was the only verse that introduced this.
I think for me, I would just like to bring it to this point where to speak to creators, to speak to talents, to speak to people who believe they have something, they have this thing, it's not this thing, it's this thing that can beat this thing, to speak to people who have felt oppressed or compressed in a way that they must conform to a certain line of things, and they need to their talent, either they don't have it or they've allowed it to, or the atmosphere has suffocated that talent to such a place where they feel that they are nothing, right? I can dance, I can sing, and I can do, but I can't do, I'm not a doctor, I'm not this big thing. And then there's this creative aspect that God has placed in you that has been compressed. So I think just to tell them that no, that's not the case. There is a lot of purpose in that which you think is small. In fact, it is that which you think is small that becomes the seed of the big.
Yeah.
And if you turn your eyes into that and allow God to use that, as you lean to Him, allow Him to use that, He'll change that and turn it into something you've never imagined could be turned into. So whether that's, I don't know what it is. I might name up things that come to mind. Whether that's maths, you're good with numbers. But you're like, I'm good with numbers. That's it. Am I going to be an accountant?
It is numbers that take people to space.
She said it.
It is numbers. It is numbers.
Wow.
It is numbers that make building stable and stand from foundation up. It is numbers. It is measurements. It is mixtures that create cures.
Oh, wow.
It is, I don't know, it is measurements and arrangements that create communities and cities, the urban planning and all that. It's in all of us.
It's not. There's nothing small. I think that's the echo you're telling me. Like that's what's echoing. There is nothing too small.
We
Like
can all start something.
as long as you're breathing,
Yeah,
you've got something.
you've got something for us.
I think that's a close and a wrap for me.
You've got something for us.
You've got something
Give
for
us an
all of us.
experience.
I don't know, share in the comments. What's your gift? What's your time? What do you think you can do? I don't know. What's your small thing that you think is small?
Yeah.
And if you have questions, just don't feel free to drop. Future episodes. I'm excited about future episodes.
Yeah.
We'll be stopping by once in a while for a breather like this one with Oona, who is the co-host.
Yeah.
And other than that, this is Thrive 365 podcast.
Yeah.
You're with Kevin Metili and
Oona Yolande.
we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.